At makakausap natin ngayon ang basketball coach at volleyball analyst na rin na si Coach Roni Magsanoc tungkol sa nalalapit na PVL Semifinals. Teammate, welcome back.
Thank you, teammate.
Good to see you again.
Good to see you.
At kahit maulan-ulan at medyo matraffic, you made it. Salamat. Okay, Coach Roni, very exciting matchups na mapapanood natin sa semifinals. Lahat ng apat na kupunan, may kanya-kanyang kwento, may kanya-kanyang drama coming into the semifinals. 1 versus 4. Unahin natin ito, no? Creamline versus Valley Pure. Itong Valley Pure, paulit-ulit sinasabi ni Coach Roger na frustrated siya sa kanilang up and down performances. Anong masasabi mong dahilan kaya kung bakit medyo inconsistent sila for Coach Roger's standards? Ika nga.
Marahil dahil bata yung lineup niya. Okay. Puro collegiate yung players niya. Although nandyan si Pantone to serve as the backbone, is still a very young team. At saka, wala na yung mga imports walang reinforcement. Right. So this is an open conference, local-aided conference. Hindi sila humina, pero hindi rin sila lumakas. Right. Meaning, they stay with the same roster. Creamline, grabe yung roster power ngayon. Right. Pocari has always had depth. The biggest, talk about yung roster power. Ang Philippine Air Force ang talagang, kumbaga, bumalik sa fighting form. So, I guess, just to be realistic about it, mabuti hindi nila nakaharap ang Perla Spikers sa playoffs. Dahil kung hindi, baka iba pang nangyari. Pero ang kabutihan, for the third straight time, nakarating sila sa playoffs.
Yun, okay. So, interestingly, sabi nga ni Coach Roger, balikan natin ng si Valley Pure. Sa isa natin silang apat. He was happy with the last win against Pocari Sweat.
Yes.
So, he swept them. Marami na shock daw sa panalo yun. And to think, binangkupan niyo si Gretchen Soltones. Di ba? Humugot pa siya doon ng kahit pa paano, hindi rin siya masaya sa performance.
I saw the match. It was relatively easy. Simply because ano man ang mangyari para sa Pocari, they will play Philippine Air Force. No bearing game for them. No bearing game for them. Nilabas na si Gretzel, but Jerry Malabanan was playing well, and Icorda. Saka kontrolado nila
Right.
Perhaps that was just to send a message to Gretzel that she has to be in fighting form, peak form, pagdating sa semis. Kasi doon, back to zero na So they start from scratch. But mabigat ang makakatapat nila. A team that has been winning 7 straight times, unbeaten. Pero hindi kasiguraduhan kung si Alyssa ay makakapaglaro pagdating sa semis.
So initially, they knew she would be back, pero medyo nagkakalabuan ngayon.
August sabi nila di ba?
So how will that affect things? First of all, how would you say na they played well without her? Anong mapupuri natin sa Creamline na naka-adjust na kahit walang ang Alyssa Valdez?
Unang-una, mabigat yung puhunang binigay ni Alyssa. She scored 108 points in the first 4 wins. 27 points per game.
Wow.
Unheard of. Nagkaroon ng pagkakataon yung mga players na kasama niya, yung mga teammates na makapaglaro at magkaroon ng kumpiyansa. Hindi naman sila bagito except for Cheska Rakrakin, who was the Rookie of the Year last year for the San Beda Red Lioness. So, the rest, mga veterano, Pau Soriano, Rosemary Vargas, of course, Jing Balse. So, now they get the floor time to show what they have. And these are really good players, kaya nga isinama sa roster ni Coach Ty Bundit. So, nahasa, nakapagpakita. I think it's also in anticipation of the fact that Alyssa may or may not be able to join them in the Final Four. Ngayon, nabasa ko lang kanina, kasi may conflict definitely sa schedule ng yung Asian Women's Volleyball Championships. So, kung hindi makapaglaro, they have to sweep the first 2 games and hope that yung kabilang draw ay humaba.
Para umabot siya.
Para umabot kung sakasakali si Alyssa.
Well, going back to Creamline before we move to the other bracket, gaano ka laking susi din dito si Gia Morado?
Napakalaki. Nung sinabi ko kanina na nagdagdag ng roster power, siya yung pinakamalaking addition dyan sa lineup na yan. At maayos naman ang pinakita ni Alex Cabanos. Kaya lang, iba rin talaga yung level na nadala ni Gia Morado. That's the reason why they control 2 of the 3 scoring skills. At napakataas talaga ng mga numero. She is the top setter. She is the best playmaker right now. And she has created a team full of confidence kahit wala si Alyssa. Imagine mo, hindi umangat, hindi bumaba, na-maintain nila yung kanilang kahusayan. At dala-dala na ito na baon nila patungo sa semifinals.
Pocari Sweat, the number 2 seed. Siyempre, ang bumubuhot talaga doon si Myla Pablo, having apparently an MVP level of conference so far. Kamusta ang ganda ng linalaro ng Myla Pablo para sa kanila?
Walang duda si Myla, who is that leading scorer right now dahil matagal na wala si Alyssa. Iba na yung pakete na dala ni Myla. Not only on offense but likewise on defense. But more than that, yung leadership factor. Nakuha na niya, na-embrace na niya yun. Pero hindi lang si Myla yung bumubuo sa team niya. Napakalalim. May Panaga, may Si, may Nepomuceno, may Dadang. Napakaraming pwedeng tumulong si Jessie De Leon. Of course, she's the focal point of the offense. But she cannot win it alone.
Right.
And against the Philippine Air Force team, they are going to be hard-pressed kasi magaling dumepensa yung kalaban.
Right.
At gutom na gutom dahil hindi nakarating sa semis.
Kulelat pa nga
Kulelat.
last conference.
Last conference.
Oo.
Pero ang Pocari, it's a highly motivated team simply because it's a very good run organization.
Right.
In 3 conferences, they've won 3 championships. That's one. Number 2, they want to win more.
Yep.
At alam nila, if they get past Philippine Air Force, kung sino man ang makatapat nila, they know how to win. And that's something that you cannot teach. That's something that you learn through experience. So yun ang meron sila, knowing how to win as a unit.
Amidst their success, Coach De Guzman still, kumbaga, pinipiga pa niya yung huling
Yun ang
patak ng pawis. Di ba? Kumbaga, sabi niya, hindi pa siya content sa depensa. Di ba?
Oo, totoo yan. Kasi kung titignan mo yung non-scoring skills, yung receiving at digging, mababa sila. Ang matataas yung mga kalaban nila.
Right.
Pero mabigat sa kanila, yung blocking, dahil kay Janet Panaga and the rest of the other net defenders, at saka yung opensa nila, kargado rin talaga. Alam mo, 4 na teams halos balansyado eh. Yung playmaking, I think, will have to be factored in pagdating sa semis. Because right now, yung ranking top 3 setters, aside from Wendy Semano, is ranked number 6, yun yung mga top 3 na pumasok sa semi. So, malaking bagay yan. At yung mga liberos, dahil naalala ko, unang kinuha ni Coach Roger for Bali Pure, si Leslie Angata Pantone. Because yun ang kakulangan niya sa NU, alam niya, this is one of the most decorated players in the history of the V-League. So, alam niya, pag kinuha niya, ang laking bagay. At lumitaw agad. 11 players lang si Coach Roger, pero 11 na mediin bawat isa.
Right. For Air Force naman, nabanggit na natin kanina, Kulerat last conference. So, kahit ba, how does his recent inexperience come into play na yung ibang tatlo sanay na maging contender sa top for the playoffs? Air Force is coming in, although, sabi nga ni Coach Jasper, masaya siya sa confidence, mataas ang kumpiyansa nila ngayon, pero yet, pag playoffs, alam natin, kahit anong sport yung Coach Roni, malaking bagay ang playoff experience.
Totoo yan, totoo yan. Pero one thing that they have going for them, matagal nang magkakasama itong mga to. They are not just a mere club team. This is a team with enlisted personnel.
Right.
At pag sundalong pinag-usapan, pag pinatalon mo, hindi tatanungin kung bakit, kundi tatanungin gaano kataas. Diba? So handang sumunod. And when they get into a position that they can contend, mahirap kalaban niya mga yan dahil hindi na sila bata eh. Hindi na sila bata. At yung pinakabata sa kanila, si Iya Yonko, siya na ngayon yung face nung team. Dati, hindi. Dati sila Joy Cases, sila Mary Ann Pantino. Ngayon siya na. So, may transition, but it worked for them. But more than that, yung Del Palomata factor, she was not around last conference. Pero ngayon, she is the tallest player, I believe, in the competition. Malaking dahilan kung bakit I think they will really be able to press itong Pocari really hard in that semifinal series.
All the more, talagang makikita natin gaano ka-exciting
ang tatapang
matchup.
Matapang talaga.
Maganda. At kita niyo sa mukha ni Coach Roni, kontento siya sa kakayahan ng 4 na koponan na to.
Oo, balancing-balance. Yung Alyssa Valdez factor, yun
Siyempre susi yun.
Swing yun dun sa
Swing
series
teams,
na yun.
Correct. But all the more reason enough na talagang kaabang-abang itong semifinals
Sobra.
ng PVL. Coach Roni, maraming salamat.
Thank you,
Let's
teammate.
enjoy the semis.
Thank you.
Hi guys, keep watching The Score for the latest sports updates and don't forget to subscribe to the ABS-CBN Sports in Action YouTube channel.